Hello friends, welcome back to the Python programming session. In the earlier sessions, we had looked into the control structures available in the Python programming language. And in this session, let's cover a new topic called lists. So what are lists? List is one of the data type in Python, which is very flexible and versatile. And the list elements are separated by commas and enclosed by a square bracket. And one more thing which we have to know about list is it can store data of different data types. It need not be just numbers or just strings. It can include strings, numbers, floating variables or complex data types. So it can have values of different data types. In C, we had seen about arrays. In arrays, it used to have data which was of the same data type, but list can have same data type or it can have data of different data types. So now let's look into some important points about list. It's an important and highly versatile data type in Python. The items in the list can be of different data types. Thirdly, lists are mutable. Fourthly, duplicate items can be entered in the list. Duplicate items are allowed. Fifthly, it is orderly sequence. So these are some of the important points about the list data type. It is important and highly versatile data type available in the Python programming language. The items in the list can be of the same data type or it can be of different data types. And third one is list items are mutable. That is, we can change the item value in the list at any point of time. Duplicate items are allowed. We can have duplicate items in the list. And it's sequenced orderly. We can fetch the data in an orderly manner. So let's see these points in detail. So firstly, let's see how to create a list. Create a list. A list is having one variable. We can define the list with any variable which is called as the identifier. So I'm taking ABC as my list name and it should be enclosed within the square brackets. So suppose I say ABC is my variable name or an identifier which is used to represent a list, and the list is enclosed within a square brackets. We cannot use curly braces or a parenthesis for the list. And this is an empty list. Empty list. And suppose we want to create a list of numbers. So we can say lst1, which is the list variable, equal to 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the list items are separated by commas and it is enclosed by a square brackets. This is the list of numbers because it is having only numbers. Now, if we want to create a list of strings, then we can say lst2 equal to p, y, t, h, o, and n. So this is the list of strings. Since it is having only strings, we can say it's a list of strings. But list has got the feasibility of including numbers as well as strings in one particular list variable. So let's define it now. So lst3 we can say can hold a number, a floating variable or a complex variable, or it can have strings, or it can have a character as well. So list can hold data of different data types. It can be a floating data type, it can be a numeric data type, it can be a string, or it can be a character. This feasibility is not allowed in arrays in C, but list has got this feasibility. So we say lists are very versatile data types available in the Python programming language. So this is not a list of numbers or list of strings. It's just a list which can have different data types. So this is how we can create an empty list or a list of numbers or a list of strings or just a list with different data types. And whenever we are creating any list, it is indexed. Firstly, we have entered 1 and the first position. So it is indexed at 0th level. So it is having the index 0. The second item has got an index 1. The third item has got an index 2. And the fourth item has got an index 3. So suppose if the list holds 4 elements, the last element will be at n-1 index and the first element will be at the 0th index. So this is how we can say lists are an orderly sequence data type. And one more, so this says the first element is always indexed at 0 and the last element is at n-1 position. So here we learned the concept that list can be of the same data type or it can be of different data type and it is orderly sequenced. And one more thing is we can change the elements of the list at any time. This element can be accessed with lst3 of 0 because it is at the 0th position and we can change it to 2. So if I say lst3 of 0 is 2, then and when I say print lst3, so it will print 2, 3.41, Python, P. So lists are mutable. We can change the contents of the list at any time or at any point of time. We can just say lst3 and which item we want to specify. We have to specify the index and assign the value. So this value will be replaced with the new value. So we can say lists are mutable. And one more thing is list can have duplicate values. Since they are orderly sequenced, they can have duplicate. Again, I can say 1 over here. So it can have 1 at first position, 1 at any other position. Since it is indexed, we can say lst3 of 0 is 1 and lst3 of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is also equal to 1. So we can have duplicate items. Since they are indexed, this one and this one are two different separate ones, and it can be identified by having the indexing values. So from this we can say that the list elements can have duplicate values. It is mutable, that is we can change the contents of the list, and it can be of different data types, and it is a highly versatile data type in the Python programming language. So this was how we can create the list. And now let's see how to find the length of the list. How to find the length of the list. Suppose I say LST1 equal to just brackets. Then I say LST1 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Now my LST2 is equal to P, Y, T, H, O, and then N. So what is the length of LST? So if I say print length of LST, for the first list it gives the value equal to 0. Now if I say print length, we have to use the length function over here. Print length of LST1. When we use the length, it gives the length of LST1. LST1 is of length 1, 2, 3, 4. So it gives the value 4. Now if I say print length of LST2, it will give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So it will give the length as 6. So this is how the length function can be used to find the length of the number of items present in the list. So hope so friends, it's clear for you how to create a list and how to find the length of the list. So hope so it is clear for you. If you have any doubts, please do reach to me out in the comment section. If you like my video, click on the like button and please do subscribe to get notifications of my new videos. Till then, see you. Bye bye.